Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Round 7 live feed. I'm here joined by candidate Master Kizza Farouk from Olympiad, a senior trainer and one of the best players in Uganda. So he's here to help out with the analysis, give us a good overview of the game, and something about the instruction. Tell us something.
Yeah, members, I can see game. There's a game by Mark Miller from Uganda. He's playing NIM that no, but according to the game, the guy played D4, knight F6, normal stuff. Yes, Queen's Gambit, Queen's Gambit. Yes, yes, Queen's Gambit, and the game is in the opening. A guy played semi-Slav, our guy, semi-Slav opening as black, and you can see white has advantage from the beginning, slight open position, but white is getting advantage with time. You can see Miller's blundered, by the way. There's a blunder move 14. Miller's blundered and he has lost a d5 pawn.
So tell us why would that really be? Oh, the queen is struck. Oh, that's a very sneaky move. Huh?
Yes. The bishop will be on c7 and the queen will be trapped.
Yes. And you know now this is how these senior players play. They take advantage of even the slightest of inaccuracies.
And when you look at the white player, the pawn structure of white is really beautiful, so beautiful. So the last move b5. So
Yeah, it is. You know now, I was asking somebody who had joined us in the stream, and I was asking, like, how can some of these players always just they play simple but well, and it just comes to like pawn structure and very small details that make the game hard and very nice. So it's hard to tell why such a thing would be wrong, like putting a knight on an outpost. Yet
let's
it's
go
a
back. Let's go back a bit. Let's go back to move the bit, and I show you. In that position after move 13, bishop b3. So b5 is a howler. B5. The move b5. Move 13 b5 by black is a howler because after knight b5. After knight b5,
the
yes.
knight d5.
Knight d5, yes. Then bishop d5. Yeah, the white has a very big plus because you can't take the d5 bishop.
And your pawn actually you're going to be 2 points down.
2 points down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. So I already said there's pressure even on the pawn on C, and there's nothing much to do about it.
Let's go back. Let's go back a bit and I show you. After b5, knight takes, e takes, bishop takes. Then you can't take on d5. There's a very big problem.
Mm, mm.
So moves like bishop b7 might be played, but still
You're losing your pawn.
you're losing your pawn. Yeah,
Yeah.
bishop takes.
I think maybe that one ends up in a pin, but
Bishop takes.
bishop takes. Then what of
b5, d5.
you can't. You already pin. Oh, maybe, oh yeah, yes, d5, and then everything is so you're just a pawn now.
And if you want to, if you play, if knight d8 is not playable,
Like, you can't even take out
you
that
can
knight.
even take. You take. Yeah, you take. Bishop takes. Rook takes. Knight. Yeah,
I think simpler knife is even taking this.
yeah, that one. Yeah.
Wow. So the game is already
And then knight no, yeah, I think knight e5.
95 to that.
No, first castle, first castle.
Just
Set the first.
so the game is close to losing right now because of just an opening blunder. So Mark has played an interesting move.
Let's go back to the opening,
Yes, so Mark has played a very interesting move, and that is Mark has played. He has taken the bishop.
Yes, second.
I think he's trying to get a slight
Hey,
positional concession.
yeah, but you will take, they will take, if you take, I take,
Yes,
take,
yes.
then
So
queen escapes,
yes, now that when the queen escapes, either way, then when the queen
but
escapes,
bishop
it's
takes,
still bad.
bishop takes f5 is an option.
Yeah. Oh yes, bishop takes f5 is an option. Yeah. Oh yes. Because, and there's not much to do about it. So I think I already
You know, Ivan is one opposite bishops, but won't take much. Yeah, because already his pawn structure is terrible.
yeah,
Terrible,
because
terrible, terrible, terrible. when you take out knight, there is the knight e5. When you take out that knight, knight the e5 is weak.
Or when you take out the knight. Mm. Wow, so the thing is very bad. Thing is already bad, and there's not much to do about it. Wow, so this is how serious the position can get out of hand.
What does the engine say about that position now?
This is lost. Not very bad, but it is.
Plus 1.3. It's plus 1.2, 1.3. But for a senior player,
It's easy. You can convert it. And I think even one of the moves that you might want to play, although I see Bishop takes is the what? Somebody might also think of just taking the pawn and then anchoring their pawn. It's an option.
It's an option, but but after bishop d7, rook c8, there will be a pin on the bishop.
No, I can first. Oh yes, sure. Rook c8 and then the pin on the bishop. So you need first, and
Yeah, but the engine is saying now plus 2.1.
it's a much stronger continuation, but it's I could say it's something that one can go for. Because then look takes falls to the yeah, and the queen sacrifice actually works because your pawns are yeah, you have many pawns. This is already a threat.
And there's no the knight can come to c to blockade the position. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Even is there, yeah, the options of d3.
So even the queen sacrifice can still work. Like it's actually getting to a lost position very very fast. Do you think it was a preparation blunder or it was just an oversight?
Normally, players make such mistakes that players who are not at the high level play, like we players below 2 3, normally make such mistakes. 2 3 player who has played that often in and out.
Knows the subtle advantages and disadvantages. Wow.
The pros and cons.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, that's a very disappointing start, but
this is what we have again.
yeah. So on board one is I am Spa Milot. He's I am from Poland. As you can see, he has been having a very very good tournament. And so,
What color is it?
yeah, and he's black. He's black in this game.
Facing
Yeah,
Richard.
yeah.
Country.
So it's good enough for him to. It's good enough for him to to play for an advantage.
He's gambit still.
Yeah.
He's love line.
Him being the second seed, it means every game for him is critical. He wouldn't want to lose any of these games. Yeah. So they have gone for a very sharp slam line with some of the poison pawn variations there. And well can go either way, but White has to prove that he was actually free. Otherwise they lag in there. They lag so much in development that can cost them. So move 11 and we have a deep think in this position for the IM. So, yeah, this reminds me of some of the positions that tend to happen even in the French defense poison pawn variation of the winner and also the Sicilian knight of poison pawn variation. You take the pawn, but then you have to prove that it's not a flip pawn, which is never easy.
Yeah, I would prefer personally. I would prefer black because there's initiative, enough initiative. Black is going to pass early, and black has a lot of space like the B5 on the B5. So B2 is weak, and then
It keeps the bishop behind for some time.
yeah, and then of course white will cast after some time, but at the movement where the bishop on C1 is weak. The bishop on C1 is weak.
Bishop on C1 is weak.
It's the one of the weak structures.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the bishop, and then the bishop on D3 can this slap time, and I think
And the bishop pair can do something for the time being. That's now the whole thing about the small advantages. It looks like the game has just started, but a lot can happen and it just flips.
Yes, what does the engine say at that point? Let's check the
So
engine
maybe
now.
if we use also the past games, we can see that in the previous games, White has had a good win rate in this line compared to Black. So much as it is played, uh, it is a gamble
Let's
on
check
the Black side.
on the evaluation.
So the engine evaluation
It's equal,
claims it is
equal.
equal.
But black is yeah equal.
Black
Negative
preferred.
0.2.
Yeah.
In fact, the next move now would be bishop d6 with a instead of bishop d6 with a tangible move in the position
Mm.
to prepare for black to cast.
And bring the last piece out, last piece into the game. The rook on. Okay, that's this is going to be a very very nice game.
Bishop d6, queen c7, castle.
And Bishop D6 has been played.
Bishop d6, yes.
Yeah.
The normal player would go for that. Bishop d6 is better than bishop c5 because it is that h2 indirectly.
So there are Greek gift sacrifices loading somewhere in case of anything. There are Greek gift sacrifices that are loading it in case of anything.
Mm.
Yeah. I think that is actually yeah. So we have okay. It's
But you can see the termination of the IM. The IM is really determined. He's not worried. He's a 2497 and he has 100% in the tournament.
yeah. He actually does.
And he's playing with a lot of, like, looks so confident.
I think he's trying to push for advantage, but okay, he's not playing it safe.
Yeah,
He
he's
wants
creating a very unbalanced positions. Yeah, he wants to win.
he,
Doesn't want to draw.
yeah.
He wants to create chances for winning.
And I think that is the right way to play it out, seeing that the tournament is becoming more and more critical.
Your games are getting finished, so
You have to.
I think it's a good choice. So you can go for other games and you see.
Yeah.
I've seen some finished games by there. You can go for some games that are finished.
No, no, none has, no one has finished it.
Sure.
Yeah. So right now we have, yes, we have another,
Let's look at.
we have another French defense from the Frenchman. So it's from another Frenchman. So I think we,
Closed King's Indian attack.
yeah.
KIA.
So
KIA from the FM Abdallah
the
from RS, Republic of Saudi
Arabia,
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Mm.
Yeah. So it seems everyone it's going to be a very maneuvering game.
But they're playing a lot of book, a
Yes.
lot of theory, a lot of theory.
You know, moves which have been played over and over are things good for
Mm.
one who doesn't, okay, for a person who doesn't want to think too much.
Amin Basim and Kajakin are very experts of this line as white. Amin Basim, the GM from
From Egypt.
Egypt, is an expert in these lines. He has really beaten more players that when it matters most. But Kajakin is also a beast. Saji Kajakin.
So I think it's actually going to be a
Yeah.
very interesting play. And these are the normal plans for
Mm.
the position.
Yeah,
Black expanding on the queen side and then
and
white
white
on the
also
king
the
side.
side attack, but very
Yeah.
technical game indeed.
It's very technical. You know, it can backfire because the king is not on the queen side. Uh,
Yeah, but black always there. To win this as white must be very precise and dynamic. Otherwise,
yeah, it's a gamble.
yeah, in a sluggish play by white, black always gets the initiative.
Oh, wow.
Because the bishop on b7 is poised to blast along the a8, h1 diagonal
Mm.
to counter the white bishop.
And I think this is maybe the better variation of it because most of the times they tend to they tend to delay the bishop's development, and there's a pawn on d5, which makes it a bit complicated. So now it is slightly open, and that changes a lot in the position.
But I would prefer black in the way I'm saying things because white doesn't have the option of playing knight e4, planning knight g5
Because of the hanging pawn.
the e5 pawn is weak. Yes, and the e7 bishop is really powerful. I think black is okay.
Black
And
is
black, you can see the rating, the 2-3 rating, 380.
80.
I think you can see this one is a 2-1, the guy from Saudi Arabia.
Mm.
Mm.
So it's going to be something. So
Let's put another one.
yeah. So board four. Okay, this is a very interesting pawn structure.
We didn't pin two FMs.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's see the opening.
So Walter
C4.
Simon against Takano. So it was just a normal English
English.
first Syrian.
Reverse Syrian.
Yes.
Reverse it to book.
Yeah. So it's still quite a theoretical position.
Change English for nice variation. Yeah?
Yeah. So
The dull English. You might call it the dull. It's a dull
it's
English.
a dull English.
It's a dull English. Yeah,
Yeah.
very dull. I like the route with knight BD7. I really like it. I I
Quite
know
unorthodox. I thought,
I normally play it like in the names of defense, yeah,
mm,
whereby the knight comes to D7, then comes planning to play F4, such plans.
mm,
F4, knight B7, knight C4 with a knight C5 with a lot of play for black, and then you can play B6, bishop A6.
mm.
Yes, and
Oh,
interesting.
you know, to me, it's a bit more natural to play knight e7 so that you can play f5.
Mm, it's really interesting. I
Mm.
like black.
You
Black. Yeah, they are all right. They were head masters. They are because they have an interesting battle strategy.
know, mm,
Very strategic game. Very
yeah.
interesting.
Okay, it seems there has to be. It's a game to at least look out for.
Some of the games of the evening.
Yeah,
Mm,
I think when we come to see
interesting.
uh, the, the the man from Czech and the man from Slovakia,
Mm.
so quite a reunion here. It's a very interesting.
Petrov.
Yeah. So yeah,
Petrov.
it's a,
Russian game.
yeah.
Petrov.
So
Mm.
they've chosen to,
Nimzovich attack.
yeah.
Mm.
So they've chosen to kind of liquidate a few things here and there in the center, and there's not much that is happening yet. I guess because right now everyone cannot reveal their plans and strategies. It's just a matter of time to see what comes out of the hack. Yeah. So
But the solid position.
it's normal.
The bishop there is there, but it's not really.
There's not much
It
to
has
do.
been liquidated later.
Mm.
Mm.
Probably with bishop here or the knight attacking this to make it comfortable, and then
You can even entice black by playing bishop g5 when they play f6, then you play bishop f4, killing their pawn structure and then targeting d4 late, d5 later.
okay, let's say this. Then so you're saying bishop g5 f6,
Then bishop, yeah.
bishop
The
f4.
move h3 has been very important because the bishop can sit on h2. The move h3 is
Yes,
the
yes,
move of
yes.
the day. And in case of g5, then you can play knight d4.
Knight d4.
d4.
Oh, you first reorganize so
Hope.
yes, yes, so they don't get tempo against the hook.
Mm.
That's a good one.
Then if you go back, bishop
That's a
there,
bishop.
then
And take bishop
bishop
this
h2, bishop h2 is better. Bishop h2.
bishop.
No, after bishop g3,
Uh-huh.
bishop g3, bishop h2 is better than bishop g3 because yeah, bishop preparing f4.
Preparing f4.
So
Oh,
f4 and
yes.
also the knight e6, the fork, so the guy has to play well.
It- Actually, it is quite hard. So it means keeping actually the diagonal
No,
here
no,
much,
no.
much better than plan.
Okay, yeah, keeping a diagonal is much better.
Mm. But
Then bishop, yes,
h2, keeping your pressure.
yeah, and planning f4,
F4.
yeah, planning f4.
So I find it more natural to instead play the rook to the open file first.
Rook a1. No, no, rook this, rook f.
Rook from F. So now that changes the plan of F4 also. Okay, so okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Because you know how we always be told basics everywhere. So let's say
Mm,
like here, I think not to attract
yeah,
the
so
hook.
so so rook e1 is better.
Yeah,
Rook e1 better.
yeah. And I think the game is still fine for white, and black is not doing worse anyway. Yeah,
It's, it's just the engine evaluation. What's the engine evaluation saying?
it's
Yeah,
still
it says
equal.
it's equal, dull equal.
It's that equal.
Mm.
So there's not much that is happening yet until some point. So here we have have another.
They are Ugandan.
Yeah,
Kato.
it's another
Let's
thing.
go in the opening of this.
Nimzo.
India by the Ugandan, yes. Beautiful. Queen B3. Nice move.
It's a safe move,
Mm.
very safe. So I think he didn't want anything to do with.
Kato, which had is white, and he has played Queen B3. Yeah, he's playing according to
I,
the demand of the position.
yeah, I think he didn't want to face Bishop A6,
But okay, see the game.
so he played C5.
Bishop D5, yeah, it's Bishop D2.
The Bishop D2 is a very interesting retreat.
Mm.
So I think he
Let's
doesn't
see.
want to double his pawns.
Let's go this one.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
Bishop B7. Oh, he has taken the bishop on F3.
the knight.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be another interesting position to watch out for.
But when you look at this position, the plan for black is to exchange the bishops. Yes, the bishops.
For the knight.
With the bishop on D2. Once the bishop at one point the bishop on
On
the
D,
bishop on D2 will collapse, and then black will have
a
strong knights.
good knight against a bad bishop.
And then maybe white is playing castle
Queen side.
queen side. Yeah, I think that's the plan for white.
Even castle in king side is possible.
But it's the D5 is open.
You know you can play bishop h3 and then you castle king side.
It's possible.
Uh,
It's possible.
I can say bishop h3 to castle king side. It's quite an annoying move to play.
True, that's a good idea. I don't know whether I have to go. Let's see the engine evaluation of that position.
So they're saying first chase away the bishop,
They're
and
giving the plus 0.8 for halfway.
that's quite strong.
Actually, wasn't it?
That is quite strong. And then rook g1 instead of castle, so I just keep the pressure.
And you castle long.
Mm.
Rook D1 is good, then plan castle long.
Queen c2 to probably come to queen
D1,
f5.
D1 is important.
Rook g1 is very important. So the game is still going on, and I know there's something also to watch.
Our players played well. I think they really prepared well.
So we get to see another game here on board 7. It's yes, it's a gentleman from South Africa against the IM from Sri Lanka.
Oh, right, beautiful. The Roy Lopez, Murphy defense.
Oh,
About back variation. Okay, this is book. The opening is book, book.
and you know the challenge with things which are theoretical is if you miss one move, you might be in trouble.
Book.
Knight,
The
yeah.
Roy Lopez closite save. You can see in the closite save the bishop on B7. This is a very popular line by top GMs. The Roy Lopez closite save. Very interesting.
So I think it's another thing.
It's one of the Blackies' important factors against the king's pawn for e5. It's really interesting. But I love how beautiful the move d5 is. Really, d5 is so.
D5, and you know the interesting thing is now from the latest data, master's database, it hasn't been played. So
It's a novelty.
it's a novelty for now. So probably in the online games it is played, but not yes from the online games it is played because people play anything online. But an e5 and e takes b5 are literally the two options to consider. E5 feels natural, so I'm wondering why e takes d5 might be a better move. Yeah.
But
So
the IM is really careful. He goes for e5, which is nice. E5, he wants to, and capturing on e4 is not a very good move.
maybe you need to show it and explain why. Why so?
Let's see, capture.
So what do you think is because at times people be watching and then they wonder like, okay, if it's
Okay,
not a
knight
good
f5,
night,
f5.
Knight f5, attacking the rook and bishop.
So if rook e3,
If rook e3,
yes, knight d3,
knight,
d3,
knight d3,
mm,
pawn takes,
mm,
enough pawn takes.
then bishop takes d5.
Ha. Yeah, it's a very damaged pawn structure. But, if not, so I think keep, and then rook takes.
Yeah, rook takes, yeah, rook takes. They say all long variations are wrong. You can see it's a very long variation.
Yeah, because I think even this is ugly. If you want to keep everything, because
Let's wait to see what the IM will play.
after this, I think he just has to attack the pawns
And black is much better.
yeah, all long variations are wrong.
That's the saying in chess.
So he has played it safe. He has played bishop c2.
Of course. And now he uses black little trouble. It seems like d3. I'm going to take on d3, open the f5, open the f5 and
Quite risky, but because they still have their light squared bishop, so it can probably come back to any of those diagonals. And opening up the f5 might not be to the advantage.
okay. The ideas are f3, bishop, queen f3,
f3.
yeah, f3 later.
Okay, so let's play a move that is typical in this position. Like
If you play g6, I play e6. I play e6, e6 immediately.
mm.
I play e6 immediately.
Yes, and that blasts open the king side. So you are forced to play an ugly move like this, which doesn't help because of probably the knight h5 to attack weaknesses, and the sacrifice might even be cannons. So
Even g4 after f5, go back and I show you. e6, f5, g4.
g4,
Hey, try to blast that position.
you just try to blast that position. Oh, so everyone's preparation has been going on seriously, and I'm going to hope for a lot. So let's uh let's keep posted, and then we see how it's going to go. Yeah.
What's the English saying in that position? Yeah, plus 1.1. I would feel the position.
Mm.
I would feel the position, yeah, 1.1. So if I eat them, no problem.
Mm.
Somebody is saying like this. Is this, you know, like, okay, how is it? How is it?
So a few maneuvers are being made, but
How many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
yeah, it's
7
it's
against
2
5.
points down.
2 points down. What composition does he have?
No
Who is
much.
to play?
Black.
Oh, I was looking at the move, bishop h3, but pawn f4. So, the knight is too strong. The knight is strong. Let's look at the engineer evaluation. Where? Here. Here. Ah. 1.6. What do you
It's getting close to what?
Oh, then
Getting very, very close to what? Mm.
and the pawns on d5 and d5 are really weak.
Yeah, the pawns on yes on d5 and d5. And the knight has two outposts. If you chase it from there, it might even
And
stand
even
the
and, and,
towns.
and even after f4, the queen has no
Good
good
square.
attacking square.
Yeah. So you can't play f6. You end up trapping, entombing your own queen out of the board. So after playing f6, then a possible move is f4. And when the queen leaves, uh, probably after playing f6, me I probably leave.
Queen h5.
Yes, queen h5, and then I might even play this.
Bishop e6.
Yeah, bishop e6. Yeah, so now
It gives you comfort to go back. Then I get to
it gives you comfort to go back to the latest. As long as the queen doesn't get trapped also behind enemy lines. uh, but uh, maybe also simple enough is
root the pawn.
yeah, I think it's just playing knight here. Maybe f1 and the queen has to go.
And then queen c6.
And then queen c6.
6.
And they have a sneaky bishop takes, but then it's not enough. It might be enough. So it's also not too late to blunder this position. Yeah. This is
So good, yeah.
and
F4.
f4.
That one is sweet. Give you a good function.
F4 and then when they pin,
No. Play rook.
rook. I'm thinking of rook f4. Oh, okay, that blunders the. So you
And
just have
then
to play the.
kill you. Play rook f e1.
Rook from f to e1,
Then bishop f5. Then queen d2. Queen d2.
keeping it simple.
Make it simple and short. Carrying moves like knight c5. Because of bishop e4.
Bishop e4,
Then knight.
knight c5.
Right, blast that.
And there's nothing that
Compensation for black.
is
Material.
for losing material. In fact, actually, they might now think of getting away from this side. Maybe after preparing against the Met, they just want to go and
Yeah.
they want to just go and open the king side too. So it seems it's not yet over. This might be a very interesting game to watch and to look out for.
Yeah, but our player is in deep trouble. What happened if you tried the other lower hidden talents on their board that we see? All local players, the other players, Kabuye,
Uh,
Isao, Musasi Emmanuel. Let's look at Emma's game. He's playing good.
yeah, he's playing a gentleman from Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
He's the most already.
Yes, so he played the Sicilian.
The can variation.
Can variation. I think it ended up into something sort of a man of like a full.
He's enjoying the game, enjoying the Dutch players and like
So this is just actually very interesting.
this playing the game. Are they playing more moves or is it?
Oh, they have played more. I'm just trying to. So I think he's pushing for a win. That's why he's playing an all-out kind of thing. I'm wondering if
Let's see. We play? Let me. Yes. He's not playing football, he's playing football.
yeah,
Or you can yeah, he's as the CM is candidate master. Very aggressive player.
he's playing to win.
In such games I stick to get it out against him in these games. I know him very well.
Very interesting game. Move that I was thinking about. Farouk Bishop.
No, wait, after E5, listen, instead of knight D5, after E5, I think the best move was G3. Not sure that three. No, D3 is bad. H3 is weak. It's bad. It's bad.
So,
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. H3 is weak.
so
Because you take, queen takes, bishop F3. No. Okay, there's pressure. Yeah, the right square is weak. Uh,
that's strange. So
no, don't play that. Play D6. Don't solve the next problem.
the knight is under attack, so you have to defend it.
27, yes. King H3. Rook D8. Bishop E6.
So the game is
Mm.
maybe f4, f5.
Yeah,
Just
no, you can't. That's why you're opening your king.
you're opening the king, but you really have
Okay, play can
to do something because
take, rook takes, and knight E5, okay, extend.
knight 5,
No,
knight e5 can't work.
knight D7.
Knight d7. Coming here,
No, you're saying queen takes, king takes, yeah, king, take, knight E5, black
yeah.
and white is better. Stuff, but white is better.
So and I feel like this might be a better way to go.
Mm.
Just holding it together.
Mm. So people will do better.
So maybe another move to consider would be the immediate knight
Queen takes, rook takes,
because it still keeps the position hanging on the edge, and you already have an attack on the pawn.
okay, let's go back and see the game.
So they did play.
Mm. I think yeah, Emma is better. This is Emma in this game. And Uganda is doing well. Yes, then you never lose in that position.
White is to be fine. Oh wow, actually now coming to think of it, it's actually a nice move.
One.
C4 pairing C5.
Mm.
C4 pairing C5 because it weakens the E file even more. The problem with all out attacks is they can start to backfire.
Mm.
They can't even push again and that just loses a bishop.
Mm.
So
Yet your king is still in the
if
back.
the king is still the same exactly. So you can't decide to go all out.
Mm.
And then with king f8,
Yeah.
start to play the same thing. I'm sure this is now the right time to take all the push the pawn.
Let's go to the other games. They are still in the starting the middle game battle.
Yeah, so we have another,
Point.
and this is quite a normal Tara.
This is who?
Linda Collins is
Linda
into
Cole.
the scene.
Hey, he's white, eh?
Yeah.
Yes. Going for the real fight. That is nice.
Yeah. So I think this is well. So the moves that White is playing are quite interesting because they are all the major resources for playing the position.
Mm.
Yeah.
When you see the way this American game punishes the French, the American Nakamura,
Mm.
they are anti-French. Look at Night City, very good move. Yes, the engine evaluation,
And even evolution, so
but slight advantage for black. Black is dominating both light and dark squares. Hmm? When you're there, Kayamba. Let's go to that. Let's go to that game of our Linda. our player is playing a player
from Libya.
from Libya. So they have laid him the French. When you look at the opening,
Sorry, Abdallah.
Abdallah, when you look at the opening, really Black is not having any challenge.
Actually, like Black has to be significantly
Black
better
is
because
enjoying these guys know their openings very well.
you know the whole thing is if you can be able to get a good position out of the opening, then you are safe,
Mm.
and that's what matters the most.
Mm. Black has really enjoyed the game. Controlling the main square D5.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, the main square D5 just putting a stop to that pawn, and that forces the bishop out.
Yeah, because they can run out, but after knight takes bishop on e3, rook d1, knight takes,
So it's
and
you
then
can
check, queen takes, is like advantage for black.
so you just have to be careful not to even blunder into such trouble. Yeah. Oh, so let's have a look at the ladies' board. They must be very interesting. Also, we have seen there's a peaceful draw, a very early peaceful draw
Let me see the players.
by the two Polish.
The woman DM, hey, these are woman I am a man DM from Poland. Let's see.
Uh,
Yeah, this is a good DXL play. Israel played so much of late.
and extremely theoretical. So they agreed to a draw movement. Well, the rules were changed so that even you can agree to a draw and move one. I think in part because of rating disparities and maybe any other reason that I might not know. But
I don't know, maybe. I think the rules were changed by the organizing committee.
yeah, so you don't have to fight unnecessarily. I at times when I see people are so down on time, it means there is something critical that is happening. If I got this position, uh,
Whose game is that?
this is for the French woman FIDE master, against the woman cadet master, just Surya. I hope I get with the Surya. I hope I get the name right. And
It's a dull Canadian variation.
yeah,
Wangao plays it, the Chinese grandmaster plays it so much. I remember his famous win against Carlsen. It's the defense Canadian variation, yeah. But it came from an English position. Wang Hao, the Chinese GM.
so it's I wonder why Black is taking a lot of time, probably because of certain critical. Yes, so the move that has actually taken the most time is in this position after knight d5. I think maybe what they're trying to calculate is what are the possibilities after that bishop exchange.
So is the play.
Yes, right now white is to play.
One of the moves is knight e7.
Yes, knight e7 to check
Queen takes.
and queen takes.
Then I think c3 is a good move.
C3,
Mm.
forcing the knight to go somewhere.
If you take, I take, d takes, knight c6, and bishop d6 wins an exchange.
That is short and precise.
Now
So
c3, now knight c6.
so
Don't take knight
if
c6.
knight c6,
Bishop d5 looks beautiful.
and and you can't even move away the knight.
You can take,
Take,
I
okay.
take, then you play knight.
Even pinning is enough,
Even d4 is nice.
and d4 is nice. And it's like black, white has solved. There's a weird pawn formation. Yeah.
Mm.
That's a good way to explain it.
Mm. Like, let's look at the analysis there for like this.
Oh, sorry, it's equal but less like master.
Mm. I
And
like
I,
that.
and I think knight takes is
Mm.
just enough. That's C3 as you have said.
Nice.
That's C6, bishop D5, and yeah, it's actually fine.
Let's go to the other point.
Um, Here's one of our own.
Now, so we got Broadly Roman Kid Master.
Yes,
She's white
yes, yes, white.
against Roman CM.
Yeah, solution.
Queen's Gambit. Okay, Ninja Indian.
Yeah.
Ninja Indian. I suppose the Ninja. Okay.
So this feels like it's about to end in F5 that kind of line here. Ah, and
F5.
it's
Ugandan. That's the Ugandan.
so black. The woman CM Kizza has just played quite that kind of setup, and she wants to go for a kill, a very early kill to be exact. And you can see it,
Oh,
my oh my, and now so now the game,
strategy. Strategy.
so the game is now bad. It's officially bad.
Very bad choice for Ugandan. Okay.
I wonder why they didn't even take the knight because
No, you said they will not use the discard. I just take the knight. I wonder this player. Okay, this is okay. Let's see.
so it's just the next change up. But the move.
Look at straight.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't the next change up. Sorry, it was meant to be
She missed taking the free piece. D2. H takes D2. She missed taking D2.
even even
Yeah.
after.
Yes. After E4. Let me show you.
I think even simple enough was
Listen,
there
listen,
for
listen, listen. After E4, H3, then bishop takes, then take
take.
mm, bishop D, king D2,
Okay. Uh-huh.
D6.
V6. This kind of solves at least your positional problem. But a move that I would consider
Mm, rook D6.
is rook d6. It's quite simple enough because I want to just play it still.
Okay, king H3,
King h2 or
king
king
H2,
h1,
king H2.
king h2. So you want to focus. And something is about to open up. I don't know what exactly, but something might.
E5, E5 is slow, go back.
E5 is slow. Uh, my point for playing E5 is I just want to bring up that it's
If you play E5, yes, let me show you. Pawn takes,
which politics.
E takes F5,
E takes F5, rook takes.
I take, king takes.
Mm, and I think even this first. No, that's not nice. You first remove the king, then you bring the rook.
King G2, king F2.
King F2, push pawn. Because suddenly the bishop pair is not as active.
F6.
F6. Or even much better would just be
Their problem is white, really.
a lot to solve.
Mm, white has many, many points here.
There's a lot to solve in this position. I don't think the answers are very clear. So, uh, well, that was all missed.
But our player is in. Let's see.
I
Let's see the
think
final position.
this is the final position.
Let's on the Indian. I think our player
Black
has
is better.
our player has escaped
Yeah, but black is still better.
slightly better. So
Yeah.
she's lucky. Our player is very lucky.
Yeah, because I feel like when the position
Let's
gets
look at
tough,
let's put on the Indian the position and see.
in, with with
That
uh
position.
with rook g6,
Let's see what does it say.
f takes e. Oh, they want it first take e.
That's what I was talking about.
Mm.
We take then h2, h3.
h3. So bishop takes again. Queen just takes. Also, you'd rather keep your pawn that far. Oh, so it's actually such a very very terrible experience.
Knight d5.
No, when the knight comes in, then things are bad. Yeah. So, though my reason behind this, I still love it. I feel like it keeps advantage even better. Okay, though not rook takes. Yeah, it gives advantage better than what rook takes. Rook takes just flips the advantage back to white, but just keeping the rook pinned and is good enough. And I don't like opening up that file. I rather push the pawn. Yeah.
Good move. Trying to win your pieces first time.
Yeah.
Good idea.
So I think it's just now more of technique that we are entering into, and the player with a better technique might be that who gets out. So let's look at board one. Board one has a wow, I think we are going for a bayonet attack kind of position. Yes, which came from a Rui Lopez.
The other game we are looking at.
Oh, I think it's slightly different. Yes. So these are typical King's Indian positions, but it's
Rui Lopez like a difference.
yeah. The only difference is that now this delayed, and with that, a lot in the position has changed. C5 is going to be the move that is going to be played, and if White manages to get those pawns very, very far into the position, there is going to be a very, very big advantage.
But the inside attack is also coming very fast.
The kingside attack is coming very fast. I think what slightly slows it down is there's no light square bishop, which exploits that diagonal. Though it's the queen that is there, you would want a bishop.
India versus Poland.
Yes.
2-woman irons. Playing very good chess. Just look at the evaluation of that position.
Yeah. Equal. So it is dynamically equal.
Versus counter threat. But in Zaika, we would be very happy to have a veteran player in that position as black. Our veteran career, Indian expert will be. I remember famous win, Tisil versus Tisil is an IM from Morocco when he destroyed Kauma Patrick at the Olympiad in Baku, Azerbaijan, 2016. He destroyed him badly with the black pieces.
So was it a Rui Lopez? The King's Indian. Oh, Patrick was the King's Indian player.
He was white. Versus TCL. One of those tough games. With no drawing tendency at all. It was a game without any drawing tendency. You feel me, I kill you.
Since many people are done with their games, said they announced the king hunting season in this game very early.
Mm.
Yeah,
Against who?
so
Nampima Esther on.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think the king castle to the wrong side of the board.
Mm-hmm. Which opponents go back the open?
It was a king. It was a pack.
Mm. It was a ping-pong game.
Yeah, yeah, a pack kind of Indian.
Interesting.
So look, B8 is suspicious, but C5 feels natural.
Mm.
So it was a pawn grab, but there is no counter play right now.
Let's see the Indian move again after that. Terrible. Moves like E5 are coming, and E6 like E5 plus 4.4. Terrible.
Literally pissed down.
Mm. Same message about position wise. This game is that.
So this is for two ladies, and
One FM and one.
so they're playing a Syrian Alapin.
Mm.
Someone was attacking. So highly theoretical. Interesting.
Very interesting chess.
Interesting. Anyway, I think it's part of theory, but I just didn't know it is. So very interesting. Yes. You know.
These guys are playing chess.
If try, this is the position right now.
Interesting vision.
I'm sure the plan might be just to route the knight. After all, you wanted to move it off
Mm.
the rim anyway.
Mm, yeah.
Very, very interesting chess indeed. So probably coming here so that you can bring the knight into the position.
Mm, like before.
Yeah. So here's the board three.
Mm.
And,
The woman IM.
so it's
Two woman IM. India versus Czech Republic.
yeah, it's a Czech Republic flag.
Which one is that?
So Jerusalem.
Yeah, the strong Rosolimo. Rosolimo is
Mm.
good.
So she has sacrificed the deep one. Obviously,
You eat it.
I can't eat it. Can't take it because of some.
Skirmishes, knight D5.
Yeah. It's a very interesting position. Still fresh. I can say there's quite a lot to experience in this position.
Women Ions playing very beautiful.
So let's take a sneak peek back to the men's board.
Let's go to what's the Makerere first and let's see how is how is hitting the position.
Yeah, so I think we left when the queen was here and we're
So
looking at.
Bishop USA.
Also, he played me threatening the f pawn, rook list, and then attacks the rook. Okay, that's a very nice in between move.
The intermezzo.
Yes, the intermezzo is a very nice one.
These are forcing moves. Forcing.
So it,
Beautiful.
it keeps the knight relevant.
Let's see. Rook e7, queen c6.
So knight is marked stink, and you can see he's down on the clock. He's getting to the 30 minutes, and the IM still has
1
1
hour
hour.
8 minutes. Let's look at the engine evaluation of the position.
This is
But
subjectively
you can
lost.
see it's bad. Plus 2.3,
Yeah,
2.5.
yeah, it is subjectively lost because of your 2 pawns down without
Let's look at
anything.
bishop f5. Bishop f5 was point to it.
Bishop F,
Bishop h3, sorry, bishop h3.
certainly that. So for starters, they could even just take this.
Oh, pathetic,
Yeah.
terrible, terrible. No one can.
And F4 is still coming.
Mm,
This is
it's tough, tough, tough position.
yeah. So
This one was a nice intermediate.
yes, and I think we skipped it because
Mm-hmm.
it didn't look so strong since you really know they're going to defend it.
But pay attention, pay attention. After queen c7, pay attention. The best move was f6,
F6.
which was better. Because if they check, queen checks, king h8, and the knight is in trouble.
Another two.
f4, queen h3, queen h4,
Queen H.
then king d4.
Queen G4. I think here they might defend their pawn.
Now you can take on d5. Yeah, take on d5.
I wouldn't, obviously, they can't move the rook because this is high, but oh, it's still bad in all variations.
Losing the pawn.
This is just bad.
Mm.
Very, very hard position indeed.
Just go and see. So our player is on the back foot.
Yeah, serious backfoot. Yeah, so here, oh, it seems that these guys don't want to castle.
Mm.
So we're looking at this
Now
position
this is
from after bishop b6, knight
g2,
g2 castle,
castle.
and then knight b5.
Mm.
So I think he feels something is cooking up on the king side, including maybe some bishop sacrifices or some knights coming in, and all these pieces might kill you.
Yeah, when 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, plus a queen.
Even later planning rook d6, it can swing to h6.
Rook, b,
Rook d6,
rook b6.
then can swing to h6
Oh yeah,
later.
so g6, h6 f5,
Mm.
s6 f6 or g6.
Mm.
Wow.
Let's see what happens.
So
Queen c7 is beautiful.
I know it's just a waiting game,
But you can see this pair has compensation. He has the bishop pair, black, for the lost pawn and space.
and he's all defending. There's nothing else
Mm.
he can do.
Black is defending, fighting for his life.
But he's almost completing his defensive task.
Mm.
And when he does,
Mm. Ah, but you see, this is like a pawn on b2. It's like those Bangkok Gambit pawn.
Yeah,
And the knight was also now like also
it's
the
it's
Bangkok style.
yes, quite loose. It is not clear.
You can see the challenges on the queen side.
Yeah,
But the black is too patient.
and until the the bishop is involved sensibly, it is going to be very very tricky. So we got to
Interesting turn.
yes. So we left when that
Mm,
played a5, then h4. As you had already said that it's just going to be a king side versus
mm,
queen side play, and this is a very beautiful move.
mm,
It not only slows down the the queen side counter, the king side counter,
mm.
but it advances something significant on the queen side.
Yes.
Though it's subjective as to why you could continue that way, but it's it's good to actually have a feel of it. Maybe another move to consider in the position, though
Before was a challenge because of knight c4.
yes,
Mm.
before and you don't want to move your queen recklessly.
So
You're wasting time.
playing c4 fast is good.
Yeah.
So in gambit style.
It just takes away the square.
Mm. Then preparing knight c5.
So he played rook b1, then knight c5,
Yes.
knight e4.
Mm.
And I have a feeling knight d3 is coming. Knight d3 just keeps the position unstable and plans to win back the pawn. If
If that, if rook goes to d1,
or we are looking at knight and bishop first.
then you lose the exchange.
Well, the queen is under
Hey,
attack.
queen c7 is the idea.
Queen c7 is the idea. Yeah.
Then rook e d1,
Rook from e to d1.
then knight c5, knight d c5, knight d e5, knight d e5.
Yeah. Winning back the pawn,
Mm.
keeping it.
And opening Pandora.
So the game is still fine. So 95 has been played. I think we might have to see this. And their moves, not really forcing moves, but their logical moves to play
Mm.
the position. Also, Walter and Richard have decided to call it a truce and not fight on as it was said, it is a dull English.
The dull English. This is
Yeah. So,
okay. Take. Okay.
yeah. So after this, they just felt like, yeah, you don't need all that.
Both of us decided to go.
Yeah. At times, it's a good decision not to press on too much if at all you feel like the energy is down.
Mm.
You know, it starts psychological, it also ends on the board.
Mm.
Yeah. And we get to see what black is playing. So we left the position when d5, d6 was played.
Mm.
After rook g1,
Yeah, we analyzed that move.
yes,
Remember?
yes, yes.
We analyzed it. Yeah, was speaking a lot of volumes about the position.
Yeah, next from b to d7,
Nice move.
f4.
Nice move. To go to knight d5. Prophylactic.
Interesting. Galactic.
It's a prophylactic move. Yes.
Then castles
We
queenside.
talked about that also.
Yeah. Then
Take the takes. Yeah,
and so he keeps all his
you put
pieces.
your bishop on. Yeah. You
Yeah.
put your bishop on. Yeah.
So now the plan is clearly to
Annihilate. Yeah.
yeah
E4, Bishop G3, then planning E5 and blasting the center.
Oh. Shall we see? Is it possible to see uh, an upset in this game?
But, when you look at the position, I would like white because
There's a lot to do.
the black attack is really looks not coordinated.
There are no pieces to the attack.
They will come, but it is slow, and the king side will look D1 after E4, E5. The game is not open up, and the bishop will start working hard in the game.
Because I'm seeing the bishop is planning to go to
Because
H4.
after E4, the guy can't play knight D6 because he'll be giving us giving us chances to play E5 earlier. E4.
So okay, like let's say right now, let's play this. So you're saying if
Mm.
look,
Bishop D3.
bishop
Or pin,
G3,
first pin, pin,
I like bishop here.
pin.
Uh,
Oh, the king and knight are tight.
and I also like the other bishop
Now
coming.
what if if he plays
Let's say queen c7. Oh, queen b6 is better because
now bishop H3, your move.
oh, bishop h3 now.
You eat that one.
You get queen
H3.
to the king.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think you first move away, then after maybe something like this.
Queen E3.
Queen is here. Even queen here is good.
The king beat.
Yes, yes.
The king.
Because actually, you want the bishop to come this side.
Then the rook comes in the center.
Yes.
The rook on D1.
Yeah. If not even rook d2 to g2.
Mm.
Yeah. And like you said, the black attack is not coordinated. It's there's not enough.
Bishop H3.
So this is not in time.
King F1.
I think even rook takes is good, but I'm not yet sure. But let's crazy. So this is under attack, so you have to move it away. But now when you start moving it away, then it's clear that you're now lost. Yeah, things are now officially lost. Even
Queen.
queen g2 just even in there. So there's not much that actually can be done to proceed with the attack on the queen side because the pieces are not coordinated.
Mm.
Oh,
Let's look at the analysis in that position.
oh, it's equal.
It's equal, but you can see the plan is
And indeed, and this was the other move that I was trying to think about. Because
bishop D5. Yeah,
yes, yes,
it constricts the attack.
yeah, it constricts the attack and it does a lot to
Deflect.
yeah. So it keeps the knights at bay. See, after playing bishop h4.
Mm. Then the rooks can come.
Yeah, it's actually it's actually a very interesting position, and I know there's there's a lot that can be learned. Yeah,
Instructive.
it's very instructive.
So other games are doing. They are a little benefiting.
Oh, and yeah, so Mark has lost to the deep one. Was at 3 points down, and now
Let's look at the engine.
this feels like he's down a rook or something. Yeah,
Ah, very good.
this is lost.
My knight is what is it? Knight.
So there's not much now to do because he might even end up losing another pawn
Very good
in the,
position.
in the process. You can't do this because you just lose another pawn unless it's part of the plan. Then not it's lost.
Mm. Let's leave another day.
Just to live another day.
Okay, guys are mean on their pieces.
So here we
Oh,
see,
interesting one.
so here we see a GM playing.
The GM.
Yeah, the GM played the Karokan.
Mm. Nice attack.
Yeah. And it's going to be moved like a King's Indian kind of
Imagine
position.
nobody very
Uh,
strategic chess.
yeah, and it's all about waiting. Oh wow! And Rook H, Rook A3, A6 is it's quite an interesting move.
So GM. Let's go. Yeah.
And B5, Queen.
Mm.
Oh wow!
Mm.
That was a very interesting defensive move.
Mm.
H4. Yes, there will be a fork. So very quiet chess.
That's the way the GM plays this stuff. Very strategic.
Oh, King is 8, knight. Wow. King comes back to play. Because in case you take the pawn, they might try to sacrifice to open up the h5 but all the king is still there.
Mm.
The trade was a bit premature, but
Mm. Hey, I think black will but this strategic game very difficult to play. I like us maneuvering squares.
yes, now the knight has. But with the two bishops, the knight didn't have much.
Yeah.
The knights didn't have many squares to go to.
Mm. Let's do now this evaluation there. Yeah, equal. Yeah.
Because I think this was a significant change in
Yes.
the position.
Yeah. Zero 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 zero. GM play. Wait, okay.
I can see that he's up on time. The clock is part of the game. And so this is the game of Emmanuel. Oh,
How is the evaluation? Let me see. That change it.
that's changed too much because he had gone all out and now the king is in trouble.
It password naturally, so the file is open. Manual is in trouble, my dear. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the challenge to want to win so quickly. Hmm? Are you seeing the challenge of trying to win? He's playing a lower opponent. Hmm? By over 135 points. But he's in trouble. In fact, he has to look for resources to draw. Otherwise, he's in a bit of trouble.
Meaning it has to be very accurate for him to
And this body structure has some questions.
replace the best one.
The bishop has to be challenged immediately, naturally. Open more squares.
No, for the queen more so. Because the
Yeah,
queen is
bishop f5, you take, bishop takes, rook takes, and there's pressure on you take, rook takes, and bishop f6,
f6.
then you play h4, opening Pandora's box.
I just want as many pairs open as possible.
Mm.
But now this also freezes the rook here.
Mm.
was a good move with this and then just beat them. This game is still fine. No, it's not.
Our game, our player.
Yeah. He's
Mm.
on the back foot defending everything, but
But he can hold. He can hold, but I would not like such a position. He's in trouble. Look at the deep opponent. Deep opponent is in trouble. In fact, it's negative 1.6. Terrible.
Bishop d5 is also coming. So the
Black,
b5.
black is like he's on a picnic.
Uh, so it's just attacking the queen to attack the rook. But all the rook defends the pawn. Or can't defend the bishop d5. So you just lost the pawn for no good reason.
Not even just like bishop before. Bishop before.
Yeah, now the bishop d5 is coming. Once bishop d5 happens,
Mm.
there's nothing else to do.
A methodical stick, yeah?
Yeah. An ugly move like f5 was played, like f6 was played, and to evict that knight off there. Because why I call it ugly is there is no other thing to do about it.
Who is to play?
My knight is white to play. I feel like white played slightly inaccurately, just slightly. The knight retreated to a slightly bad square. Yeah.
Knight d3 was better.
Yeah. No, he didn't want. Okay, knight
Yeah,
d3.
bishop
He didn't
d4.
want bishop d4. Yeah,
But after I can.
but it's actually fine because
Just one.
yeah, here is 3 points. Yeah.
Let's go back to the
An
position.
exchange for 3 points is actually significant. And you notice that they can't even use the open file.
Let's go back to the position.
The interesting move will be this also because it actually trades the knight for the bishop, which would be a slightly better trade than the bishop for the knight for the knight. Yeah. And that stops b5, so it's he wants to anchor some of these
You
pieces.
play e4, there's bishop d4.
Yeah, bishop g4, and then you still have to lose the exchange.
No, you play e4, pay attention. E4, e4. No, e4, bishop d4, queen b3 check is beautiful.
It runs away.
So then
It runs
if you
away,
play
and
bishop
then
d3,
let's see this come.
it doesn't help.
Doesn't help.
That move is e4.
And so he's still thinking about it. Hope he sees it. Because this threat is quite big, so you have to do something about it. And you can't start defending the knight. It means you played bad. You start defending the knight, then it means you played badly. So not to prove that it was bad, you have to play
Hold.
something active.
The command of the position gives e4.
Yeah.
game. How is it?
Yeah, so it continued just as we had said, with bishop e3. Oh, we forgot that that was even a possibility in a position. So we only looked at queen c7, but played queen s6.